What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another reaction. In today's video, we are checking out the brand new music video by ITZY called Boys Like You. So without any further ado, let's get into it. If you guys enjoyed this content, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Patreon if you want to see some exclusive reactions, as well as support the production of these videos on YouTube. And let's go. Man, Yeji's eyes is just something else.
Why you calling me up? Saying sorry again. Already told you it's done. What didn't you get? Don't forget you're the one that tried to get with my friends. The end, the end, the end, the end. Well, you must be going crazy, thinking I'll be back. I'm sorry, cause you're crying like a baby. But I look like your mommy. Take a look into.
Excuse me?
Because you're crying like a baby, but I
feel like that's a trick question, so let's
the end. Well, you must be going crazy, thinking I'll be back. I'm sorry, cause you're crying like a baby, but I look like your mommy. Take a look into the mirror if you wonder why you lost me. Gotta sit down and shut up.
yeah.
You did it to yourself. Boy, gonna diss me, boy, I'm so pissed. Boy, gonna miss me, boy, you are dismissed.
Best dismissed. Nice. Out of date, nice. This is a fun song.
I see through sweet little lies and every excuse when you start every fight. The blame is on you. One red flag and I'm gone. Already on to the next, the next, the next. But you must be going crazy, thinking I'll be back. I'm sorry, cause you're crying like a baby, but I look like your mommy. Take a look into the mirror if you wonder why you lost me. Gotta sit down and shut up. You did it to yourself. Boy, gonna diss me, boy, I'm so pissed. Boy, gonna miss me, boy, you are.
Love using the Halloween theme to create like this party scenario. Or they're dressed like angels, but there are almost literally angels. Like, oh man, this chorus is nice. Ooh. Nice.
Walk away. You measure back. So you gotta lay.
Oh, nice.
Get out of my way. Boy, gonna diss me, boy, I'm so pissed. Boy, gonna miss me, boy, you are dismissed. 'Cause I don't fall for boys like you. I don't fall for boys like you. I don't fall for boy, wanna date me, boy, out of date, yeah, boy, wanna no, boy, out of my way.
Boy, wanna what? Yeah. Nice. Nice. Love the ending with the crown, obviously, because they're a bunch of queens, and Nice. This was a really wonderful music video. I love how lighthearted the song itself was. The chorus was incredibly addicting and the high notes were absolutely beautiful. All of these girls had their moments to shine. We saw, I believe, Leah was in the center in some of these moments, which was really, really beautiful. Yeji was absolutely spectacular. Yuna really took the center stage while being on top of that pool table, if I'm not mistaken. Cheryang was wonderful as well as she also showed off some of her vocal abilities. Rujin did a phenomenal job, as always, sassy as ever, and I feel like no one could have delivered that line crying like a baby, but do I look like your mommy better than her? Like it was delivered again. Obviously, it's part of the pre-chorus, but the fact that the first one to throw that line was Rujin, and the way her facial expressions really meant what she said. No one deserved that line more than her. I could not think of anyone more deserving of delivering such lines than Rujin with her facial expressions and the intent behind her face and the overall music video, them ending with the crown pose. Essentially, like this is something that they usually do in their music videos, and it's just to indicate the fact that we're the queens of every concept that we do, and we're the queens of every situation as far as being able to be ourselves and see our true worth. Whether it's something like wannabe, being yourself, something like blah blah blah, where it's not paying attention to the haters, not letting them get to you, or something like Boys Like You, where essentially this whole music video kind of the Halloween theme was a really nice touch because it's obviously October, but like the whole music video reminded me of like a high school movie that I've watched so many times growing up, as far as a couple of girls being attracted to the same guy that is essentially playing them for fools. Take a look into that mirror if you wonder why you lost me. Gonna sit down and shut up. You did it. You did it to yourself. Like you are the reason for your own chaos. And there's some lyrics as far as you gotta lay in the bed that you made or something like that. Just essentially like you caused all of this. You caused these girls uh, pain, and instead of them trying to further sabotage each other and trying to fight for you, they're so much better than that, and they united, became friends, and then that boy was left all alone in that very same party that was moved to another room with Itzy being dressed completely different this time around. Because I really like the fact that the Halloween theme helps make sense of the fact that they're dressed as a bunch of angels, but also angels as far as being oblivious to the fact that someone could play them like this, like them being angelic, almost like indicates like their lightheartedness and them being very very naive. So I really love that in the end the girls come to the conclusion that no, that boys like you are not worth fighting for, and just unite over a jackass like you is better than fighting over a jackass like you. And some of the lyrics again with Rujin's line, you must be going crazy thinking I'll be back. I'm sorry because you're crying like a baby. Like, just because you're crying over this breakup, do you really think that I'll come back? I'm not your mommy. I'm not here to nurture you. If you are looking for a reason why this whole thing has turned to shit, take a look into that mirror if you wonder why you lost me. And also, the lyrics say something along the lines of, you can raise your voice, but I don't care, which, like, as far as like outside of the concept of this video, like no relationship is kind of worth fighting for when you realize that the person is not who they when you saw the true colors of the person and they making you feel like you're the one to blame for this, for the problems in this relationship. uh this music video doesn't necessarily, the song rather, doesn't necessarily just talk about boys like you like in high school and the type of boys like fuck boys and whatnot, but rather talks about other relationships where you have to kind of like realize the type of person that you are dealing with, whether it's a relationship where it's a little bit toxic, possibly. So you can scream all of your, you can scream your lungs out essentially, but it's not going to change the fact that you don't deserve my attention, and boys like you are not worth my time. So I do like the fact that it starts off with the girls being kind of like these enemies trying to sabotage each other, much like a movie. There's first act, second act, and then there's obviously the conclusion. And this was done so wonderfully, and I cannot get over this chorus. It's so beautiful, and the high notes are absolutely incredible. I love the fact that you can pick and choose. Each of the girls have their own wonderful moments, whether it's with Rujin, Sass, Yeji's eyes and her just really angelic aura, Yuna on that pool table walking towards the camera was absolutely wonderful. Leah taking the center stage was also wonderful, and Cheryang obviously looking lovely as always. And yeah, this was an absolutely wonderful song, very light way to start off the day, but still has a little bit of oomph as far as the lyrics themselves go. And I feel like it's going to relate and motivate a lot of people. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.